'56 Chevy sitting on another Art Morrison chassis. This is a full independent. This chassis and this Torino have some of the, well, I don't know if he didn't have the exhaust on anymore. This is 56. If you have the time or want to, look at the exhaust. This is a full independent, but it's all stainless exhaust. It goes up over, goes into oval, comes out the rear bumper. Very nice workmanship. Unbelievable craftsmanship. All of this tin work inside the engine compartment's been done in-house. Brandon, our young fabricator here in Torino, does all this work for us. The floors are all handmade. So this is a 1970 Torino total build. So these cars are unibody cars. They don't come with the chassis. So this customer's request, when we started this project, he had a couple of specific needs. One of them was, or was, he wanted a Procharged Coyote, which is a very big engine, tall, wide, long, under the stock hood. He didn't want to have to put a bubble on the hood for hood clearance. He wanted it to be able to competitively run in some of the autocross stuff, like the Good Guys, some of that type of stuff. He wanted it to be somewhat competitive in handling. And then he also wanted to be able to drive across country comfortably with his wife and children. He's got two young little kids, a 5-year-old, or 6-year-old, and a 3-year-old. So, no, we've only been working on this car a little over about 14 months. And it came in all original. So we've met his demands or his needs, but we did, of course, we all new firewall. This is also on an Art Morrison chassis, and he wanted certain size wheel and tires. So we brought the original car in, took all the wheels and tires off of it, factory car, set it out here in the parking lot, and got it at the right height we wanted it. And then we took, Art Morrison has some spec sheets. We gave them measurements from the rockers to the ground, from the wheelbase length. We also gave them inside of the fender opening, inside the fender opening, front and rear, because we have 20 by 9s on the front and 20 by 12 and a half, I believe it is, right? On the rear. 20 by 12 and a half on the rear. And with those specs, and then of course the motor, they had to deal with that. So they designed the chassis to where we actually have full turning radius on a 20 by 9 throughout the travel. And ground clearance. We have about 5 inches at the front of the rocker, about 5 3/4 at the tail end of the rocker, and that's the lowest point of the whole car. And you can see all the hand fab work, stainless, all that, all the tin work. Now this car has swing pedals, but it also has Hydro Boost brakes. And we didn't have room for it out here. So Brandon here designed the system, modified the system and designed it. It's all turned 90 degrees in here. Yes, sir.
Isn't that 55 Chevy done that same way?
It's actually down below, but yes.
Yeah.
It goes through the floor, but it's a bell crank type system.
I noticed that.
So we have a service panel here and here. Once the car's built and done, if we have any major problem or whatever, we can pull the wheel and get to this access panel. But we will actually car running and driving before the fenders go on it for the final time, just to verify that everything functions. Has a full roll cage in it, but the cage ties into the chassis. It is removable so that we can build the interior. Stock windshield and stock back glass, but we flush mounted them. So that whole opening is redone. And what we did, by reversing it the way we did it, if something happens to the windshield, we can just buy another Torino windshield. I don't have to have a special glass made to fit an oddball opening. Same with the rear window. The side windows are available, windshield's available, the back glass is not available. So they're one off the back burner. Have what